Hey all, this is Cerberus. I'm back and got some requests to actually show a full Lasher farm and show the route that I do. So I'm going to show that. So this is Maul East. You come in through the instance, basically, and you're going to jump down here, and you got to jump in a good spot. I already made a video showing this, so maybe you've seen that. But basically, you want to jump off this ledge here, and kind of land right here against the tree. So this is going to be your first kind of safe spot. And what this is all about is basically farming the Lashers. They drop quite a lot of good stuff, um, and you can make 30 to 50 gold an hour, and the potential even for more depending on what all drops. So basically, if you're doing this as a holy priest, you're going to want about 6k mana, and you're going to want to start as I did with your inner fire. And 6k mana is enough to basically just spam your Holy Nova, which obviously you need to do or have, and basically down all these Lashers. So we're going to basically go from pack to pack and do that, basically looting everything. And off we go. I can actually show what we looted. So you see some of the stuff, the grays that drop off here, each one of these is worth 60 silver, right? So it doesn't take a lot of those to get quite a bit of gold. Among other things that drop here, besides the gray stuff, obviously that's worth something, is greens. Also, essence of living essence drops, and I've even got a few epics and some blues that sell really nicely in the auction house. So it's a pretty good grind. It's definitely different than the private server though, so that's why I'm making this video. So basically you're going to want to drink up. You also want to get the mage water. That obviously makes your time go fast. And so that was the first pull. We're going to go now to the second pull. You're going to want to hug the tree. You're going to want to avoid these things, these warp wood pods. They spawn ads or kind of an AoE dot. That kind of sucks. So stay away from those. You'll want to stay right here for the second pack. Again, AoE them down. This time I didn't even have inner fire up. It doesn't really matter that much, to be honest with you. But depending on your gear, it's not a bad thing to have. Once in a while, you don't kill all the Lashers, so you'll just wand the rest of them down. You'll want to keep your inner focus cooldown available, like as a kind of oh shit button, in case for whatever reason you're close or they just resist you. You have one extra Holy Nova with that. So again, we loot all these corpses, Lasher corpses here, and then I put under fire on, and every time, I can also give you a tip, I've died a bunch of times not doing this. So every time you move, before you move somewhere, just drink, get full mana, and just in case if something happens, you have mana. That's just a tip I can give from experience, and obviously dying is going to cost you gold in the end. So this third pack basically is right up here. I'm also going to show you, by the way, the tomes, where they spawn. There's 2 spawn points for those. Tomes, of course, drop books. One of them is actually an epic book, which sells for about 400 or 500 gold. So I'm going to wand pull these guys, and I'm going to pull them back here to stay away from the pats. Wait till they all get on me, and then I just spam Holy Nova and AoE them all down. You might be thinking, hey, I can probably do 2 packs. I've tried that, and it usually doesn't go very well because there is just too much damage that you take from 20 of these. That was 10 right there. So I haven't quite been able to do that and get that working. So really, one at a time is optimal. So you want to definitely not risk anything and definitely not want to die. So that was the third pack, and now we're going to do the fourth pack. So again, I'm going to drink up, and you see those pats going back and forth. Obviously, for this I'm going to run across here to the next safe spot, but I'm going to do it obviously when the pat, after I have mana and when the pat clears. So it's coming back. These pats, if you haven't been in here, they're pretty fast. So they're actually you want to definitely stay away from them and they have a really large aggro range. They have a larger aggro range than the normal death lashers that are around here. Also, if you have herbalism, there's a lot of herbs here. I've been meaning to get herbalism up because that'll increase your gold farm here even more. So here's the next pack, the fourth pack. So we stay right here on the tree. Basically, wand pull them over here. There is another pat that goes in this area as well. So you want to be careful with those wand pulls. Like I pulled them where it was clear. Like don't pull them like right now. You see they're coming over here. Definitely don't do that. So it took me a little while also to find kind of these optimal save spots. So that's kind of why I decided to make this longer video, just to share my, what I'm doing. Hopefully it helps you. Alrighty, so now the next thing is you can drink up again. The next thing I'm going to show you is where a tome spawns. So you'll always want to go by there and see if it's there. And after that, our next safe spot is going to be the tree guy right here, and we're going to pull a couple lasher packs under there. And exactly, so wait for mana to get. Takes a while to drink, unfortunately, with 6,500 mana. So here we go. This is also safe area right here from the paths, so you don't have to worry about them back here. So where basically where my cursor is right now is where it's in between this Death Lasher and this kind of branch. It spawns basically like right here on the map. Is where a tome spawns. So you can kind of just mouse over here. They're kind of hard to see if you've seen them before. You'll be able to notice them, but just mouse over a couple times and you'll see if you have one. So now we go over here. Again, you'll want to watch out for this Lasher on the right, and you'll want to watch out for that pat. And we're going to basically go to this spot. This is where we're going to pull 2 more packs to over here. So again, I'm going to wand pull. I'm waiting for this pack to clear. Here also is a warp pod. You'll want to avoid that again. Kind of pull like I'm doing it. So you just pull these guys and bring them back to this spot right here. And you want to get kind of away from the tree guy. The reason I do that is because he's kind of big and it's hard to loot and stuff, or at least loot quickly if the lashers are dead underneath him. So yeah, this works better. Okay, got a couple left over here, so finish them up with my wand. That happens sometimes. Alright, so they're all dead, so let's loot them. Alright, looted everything. Oh, no, there's one. Okay, so get up inner fire. Drink. Actually, I'll drink up a little bit closer here. Getting kind of close to that pad over there. And the next pad's basically in front of us. Again, we're going to pull them back here. Just like we did with that group. Again, you can see in this run, I basically haven't, I haven't got any greens or any living essence, but I've gotten a whole bunch of these grays, which sell for a lot. So, so far it's, sort of a kind of an average run. Definitely not great, but it's decent. I've probably got like 3 or 4 gold right now at this point. So I'm going to pull these guys back with a wand pull. Again, run back here. Be careful of that pat. Again, if they come by when you pull those lashers, you're going to pull everything and you're going to die. There's no way you can handle those pats that are running around here. All right, so got one guy left. All right, so we got that. Again, inner fire, drink up. And what we're going to do now is there's a lasher pack basically in this corner. So that's kind of optional depending on how you're doing with time. You'll want to try to do kind of 12-minute runs, so you can leave them out if you want, but I'm going to do it just to show you guys where it is. So the pat's out of the way, so now's a good time to run over there. You also can kind of leave your mana kind of regenning while you're running over here, since it takes a few seconds to get over here. You want to stay kind of hug the wall here, definitely. Not get too close to that Death Lasher. And again, the key number is 6,000 mana. So if you've got 6,000 mana, then you can just charge in and AoE. Alright, so this we only have one Lasher pack left, and we have another tome spawn. So I will show you where the tome spawns, and then we do our last Lasher pack, and then you can reset. So again, I always get my mana kind of going before I go anywhere. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so you kind of got to be a little bit careful here coming back from this path that's over here. There's basically also a Lasher right here. You can kind of see him. So like right here, they're coming. You don't want to try to go around when they're coming. You will aggro them. So kind of give yourself a little bit of space, and then go over here and avoid this guy over here, obviously. Also avoid being around this door. There's a stealth elite there that you can run into, so stay away from that port. Alright, so the next tome is basically, see where this warpwood pod is? It's basically right in front here, so it basically spawns here. So you can kind of check if it's there. If it's not there, then we just take the last Lasher pack, which is over there. You'll want to wait till these paths clear, obviously, since you know that they're running away from you when you run over there. And you're pretty much always safe. If they're running away, you're good to go. Watch out for this warp pod over here. Don't want to get caught in that. And basically our last point is right in front of this column here. And we're just going to AO these guys down. It's the last pack. And at that point then I would invite someone, log off, and they would reset the instance and basically rinse and repeat. And that's it, basically. Guess we can see, keep it running here if we got anything decent. Okay, so we got one green actually, and I have no bag space, but oops. So that's cool. Again, it wasn't that great of a run. It was kind of one of the sort of below average ones, but you still see, you know, these Lasher roots. They're eastwards 20 silver, and you can see I got a whole bunch of them. I still made like 5 gold, 5, 6, 7 gold easily, and you know, in basically little 14, 15 minutes. So hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps, and good luck out there. Let me know if you have any feedback.